one or more funds and have a very good track record. And I know mortgage pools for some people out there, and there might be someone listening, right now that has money stuck in a non-performing fund from maybe 5 or 10 years ago. So I know there's an awful lot of people who are anti-fund right now for that very reason, that you don't have any control over where that money gets invested.
To me, that is the biggest thing, is that I personally wouldn't invest in a pool.
For that reason. Because you have to
Because
trust the manager.
right.
The fund manager is
no idea what they're doing with the money.
Almost every single mortgage pool in California went belly up back in 2007 and 2008. Wow. So, but Mark has a point that the market has stabilized, and it is a good time to be in real estate right now, because we don't really think the market's going to drop a whole lot more. And one other thing to say about investing in a mortgage pool is that your money is continuously vested as well.
Right, that's the thing. It's continuously
you're not getting your money back. But some people like that. Some people like to get their money back and then make a decision about what they want to do next. One recommendation I'd like to make, though, is that if you're considering a mortgage pool, you need to look at the withdrawal rulings, because I know of one company in the Bay Area, I'll leave it unmentioned. They have a 10-year prepayment penalty, a severe prepayment penalty, where you will lose something along the lines of 10% of your investment if you pull your money out early.
Sort of like a long-term annuity insurance company, they do that.
And compare that to another company that I know that's run by a friend of mine, and he's got 3 funds, and he has a 1 year. So after 1 year, you can pull your money out. So I know there's 1, 3, 5, 7 years.
If he's got enough cash on hand to do that.
Right.
That's it's subject to how much cash.
Right. So you do need to investigate that. What are the rules for the fund, and how does that work?
Going back, we have just a quick minute here. Russell, you were talking about some of these kind of interesting scams that were out there.
Right.
What are a couple of you had this one called Prime Bank. Mark and I had never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, a Prime Bank scam is it's actually all over LinkedIn. If you are on LinkedIn, you'll get solicited for something like this, where this is usually preys upon people that aren't necessarily looking to invest, but to raise money. And how it works is that if you're looking to raise some capital, somebody will say, hey, you know what? The prime banks are able to, like the big banks, are able to make a whole lot more money than you would think. And they can make 30, 40% sometimes a year, sometimes people will say even a month. And it's a special trade platform that only I have available. And if you invest $20,000 or $100,000,
our company Dewey, Cheatham and Howe.
Yes, right. You'll start making let's just say something between $40,000 and $400,000 a year. And this preys upon people who are really desperate for capital. So if you ever get approached from anyone telling you that they can get 30, 40, 100% returns on your money, run away, because if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But I want to talk about the last scam, which is probably the most common, is something called an advance fee fraud.
Okay.
And most people get caught up in this at least once in their lives. So this usually preys upon people that are trying to raise capital or trying to get a loan, a real estate loan. And it's as simple as this. If you want to try to raise some money, somebody will say, okay, we'll go ahead and loan you some money, but you need to pay $10,000 for underwriting, or $5,000 for us to look at this, or to fly out and see your property, or whatever the case may be. So I'm telling all listeners right now, if somebody wants money up front just to consider giving you money as a loan, do not do it. Do not pay money up front. The only thing you should be paying money up front for would be an appraisal on a property.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. And with that, we are going to cut to our thoughts for the day. We have to end the show here. In high school, I thought I was being smart when my teacher asked me to pick a number between 1 and 4, and I picked pi, until the teacher asked us to write the number down and put it in a hat. I'm still writing today. I wonder if I ever actually graduated from high school. And I once failed survival training. I was asked what one thing I would choose to bring if I had to survive in the desert. And I chose a Chevy car door. And when asked why, I said, so I can roll the window down if it gets too hot.
And you're still alive?
I'm still alive, yes. Yeah, I guess my 6 years of high school didn't quite pay off. And with those words of wisdom, we are going to invite our listeners to tune in next week to the Best of Investing. You know why? Because we're going to be giving away 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions.
Awesome.
Thanks
Great.
for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown, wishing you the best of investing. So long. Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. That was a good show.